I've been here probably, I guess, since '89 or something, but they've had like the information in the newspaper that said, there's a test being given to start at the post office. And so I just signed up for it and took the test and then kind of waited to see. I was working at another job and waited to see if anything came of it, and it did. So that's kind of what has happened, how that worked out. Because when I first started, we started like around 7, and we would spend probably 3 to 3.5 hours in the morning casing all of our mail, because we cased up all the letters and all the flats and everything. And we would have maybe 5 hours out on the street. And, that was really long enough, especially in the winter. Well, now we are in the office. We start at 8, and most of the time we're out by 9:30 or 10, and we are out on the street for a good 6 or 7 hours a day. And in the wintertime, that's a long time for, especially the guys that work 6 days a week. That's a long time for people to be out. You are out all day, you have a half-hour lunch break where you're sitting in the truck or going in for a sandwich, but otherwise it's just out here in the open. So anymore, what they do the last few years, because our mail volume has dropped so much, they've actually eliminated some routes. They've broken them up and put them on existing routes. So the rest of the routes that we have now are actually larger than what we used to have. There's just fewer routes. That's kind of partly too why they don't hire anymore, because we're existing carriers just have larger routes. There's fewer routes, so that's kind of why they say, well, we need less people. I was looking at my calendars because I was just curious to see, what it had been the last couple of years, and I kind of write down stuff every year. And one day in February, it was like mid-February, I wrote down it was 55 below wind chill. So we were out all last year, out in the zero weather, and then frostbite is definitely a possibility. I'm ready for 60, 70 degrees. But at the same time, it's good. This is business for us. This is what we do. So it gets a little difficult sometimes, but, we definitely appreciate having all that business. Get some really bad days, but then when you get gorgeous fall days or spring or something, you're just going, this is an okay job then. So it kind of balances out sometimes. I don't think I've really had that many major concerns with anybody. I'm more than willing to try to work, with the customer. They're the ones that keep us in business. So probably when I was younger and I probably still had like 15 years to go or something, it was like, I probably complained a little more. But I think anymore, maybe it's just because I'm getting older too, but it's like, and this economy, I really appreciate having